So I was recently approved for the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card, and they automatically approved me for a Chase credit card. I mean, my first credit card was the Capital One Platinum unsecured, but since I've been banking with Chase for so long, I got approved for one of their credit cards. I'm suing Chase Bank. Switch to a credit union.
What is up, YouTube? There appears to be a new form of challenge or trend or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And the funny thing about this one is that it appears to only be a thing for stupid people. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's a thing called the fucking Chase glitch that's been all over fucking social media all day for the past week. And what it is that it's this exploit in the checking system that has always existed. The checking system in the United States has, never been up to standard since a year after it was fucking made, I bet. It straight up runs off the honor system, and people are really lazy, and that includes bank employees and the fucking corporate, CEOs at fucking Chase that go all the way up. And every decision has a micro and a macro impact on the world. A small decision pushing through checks automatically when the system is offline or when it's on tap should, theoretically save a lot of fucking time, which is a lot of money if you're Chase Bank because you're just processing money all day. But if you have a $10 million client and they're trying to pull out $40,000 and they fucking can't, then you might start losing big bank accounts and shit. So the fucking checking system is literally run off the fucking honor system, because if you're a nobody, if you're just a normal person, a lot of your shit is just basically processed by computers, and not a single person ever looks at your financial history unless you're at the fucking teller, telling them to search for something in your records, or if there's been a fraud investigation. Other than that, you're just basically a number in their fucking computer. So what the Chase glitch basically does is it tricks the ATM into not knowing if it's online or not. So it has no way to verify your actual balance, and it'll just override everything and push everything through. And I'm not sure why ATMs still have this shit in 2024. Whoever designed it obviously didn't want, $40,000 to be able to be pushed through without any human verification. But the fact that, just to save money, they're still using lines of code and using, ATM machines that are, really fucking dated, and that this should have been completely revamped. The whole financial system is completely fucked. You can just walk into a bank and, drop a fake check and walk out with thousands of dollars if you're lucky and you're confident enough. A lot of scammers do get arrested, though. I've seen dozens of bad scammers being arrested in the middle of a fucking bank at some credit union, trying to get $10,000. But the Chase Bank, you don't even need to do any of that. You just need to go up there with your phone and then use the Chase app, use the Apple Pay tap thing to access the ATM. And for some reason, the system just freaks out and it doesn't know how much fucking money you have. And I thought at first this was the thing scammers were doing. So if you just get any single Chase account, it's basically loaded with free infinite money, basically. Well, not infinite, but you could just use any account and get free money. And I thought that was the whole thing with the Chase glitch. I thought it was just a thing scammers were doing. So instead of having to load up an account, if you just steal one, you just do the fucking glitch and pull money out and walk away. But people are doing this with their real bank accounts, and they're thinking that they're just gonna get free money from Chase. If you do anything that's remotely linked to your fucking bank, they're going to try to find it. They're going to get it back. There's going to be at least an effort made to recover as much of that money as they can. And if they have your social security number, full name, first and last and middle, address, permanent residences, the last couple previous permanent residences, if they have your phone number, they have a scan of your ID, they're gonna like look for you. They're gonna, make some effort to get that money back. And if you have a Chase bank account, they'll just take it themselves because they're a crediting agency, so they, have the ability to put you in debt. And especially if you steal from them, like being put negative 40,000 is kind of like the best case scenario if you do this with your own information. Because like what that means is that they're gonna report you to every single credit agency and every single bank around, and it'll be really hard to find a bank that will let you open a checking account. But the alternative is they send the federal government after you. They're gonna call the local police and they're gonna come to the house that they have on file. And if you're not there, like ever, like if you just disappear, they're gonna get the U.S. Marshals involved. Also, the IRS is already involved by default. And if you're stealing $40,000, there's a 90% chance that the FBI is gonna look into this too. Like, this is a crime, and it's obvious it's a crime. Like, nobody thinks that, getting more money than like what you put in the bank is acceptable. Like, you're doing something bad. And that's why all these people are lined up around the bank trying to get into it quickly before Chase fixes it, because they know this isn't something that's supposed to happen. But if you're going to be doing this, why are you giving them the evidence of the crime? Like, it's not just scammers and shit. It's just regular people using their own bank account, walking up, like, without a shiesty or anything. The very least you could do, I mean, you're already committing a felony. So the very least you could do is, like, put on a mask and say someone stole your account and just lie. Because, I mean, you might as well have a 0.5% chance of getting out of this with 40K than being negative 40K in the hole and then getting arrested anyway. Like, the checking system is literally the honor system. Like, what they do, instead of making sure every check made is right, what like the pattern has been, that's the way that they developed the system over the past few decades, is that they just allow any checks that aren't an asinine amount to go through instantly, and then they look into it really heavily. And then scammers found out like how to get away without a trace. And that's really all that matters, is like how much of a paper trail do you have back to you. And having your own name, doing this on your own account, is pants on head retarded. Like, at least say it was someone else. The checking system is so bad. You used to be able to like withdraw all the money from an account, or overdraft an account, get in a car, head east, or a plane even, and just get to another state east as fast as you can, and then do the same thing, because the system wouldn't be up to date, because the information travels incredibly slowly. And like, it's insane how uncentralized everything is. And then these people got like a free layup, a free couple $1,000 if they just use their brain for once. But these people are just, doing it on their own accounts, and they honestly deserve it. You deserve to be $40,000 in debt or in prison if you think you're going to get away with this. And you know how bad it is when Chase Bank has World of T-shirts mad. This guy is big time, and he'll sell your ass for millions of fucking dollars, as he, loves to say. That's his catchphrase. But he's a big time TikTok star, and they got him mad. So I don't think Chase Bank is going to be around for another, year. So anybody with a Chase Bank account, you might actually get away with this, because they're going to go bankrupt and be sued by Joshua Block, and they won't have any lawyers to, reclaim their 40 grand back. The people at the CEO office in the high rise at Chase headquarters, they're all shaking in their boot, waiting for Joshua Block to come through the elevator like, I'm gonna sue your ass for millions and millions of dollars. He's a national treasure. We need to protect Joshua Block. But like, meme aside, like from the beginning of the video, I hope Joshua Block didn't fall for this scam or whatever, because at the beginning of the video, like, that was obviously a joke. But like, he seems like the type of person that would fall for it, because he's always complaining that he only goes on like 5 vacations a year and that he lives paycheck to paycheck, even though he's literally a professional TikTok streamer. But his manager does give him like $200 a day, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's like looking for cash right now. And like if somebody is, because like a lot of these checking fraud scams are like basically the Chase glitch, but with a scammer involved that has zero liability. Because a lot of the shit you'd see like people DMing you, like asking you if you want like free money, basically, like something that's literally too good to be true. And then they want you to cash out this check because they find normal ass people, because they want people that are in like good standing with their bank, so it automatically gets pushed through until the bank opens the next morning and they actually review the check. So they get you to, cash out this check, and then they send a portion of it back to them. And basically, once the bank opens, or like once they finally, get that check reviewed, your account goes negative and you're kind of fucked, and they just got free money. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening a lot with the Chase glitch, because people are basically thinking they're getting $40,000 out of nowhere. So why not give this, person that taught me how to do this a couple $1,000s? And you're gonna be completely fucked, because if you go negative, you could just go to Chase and give it back if you have it all in cash. But if you like spent it or you gave it to some random person, then you're kind of fucked. You're gonna have to pay it back and go to jail. So that's basically the end of the video. There's not really much else to talk about with this stupid glitch. And if you're going to do a crime, just, don't attach it to your real identity, because believe it or not, check fraud is a crime. So yeah, don't be stupid.